Hello, I'm Martinez. My name is Itzel, and I'll be having my next giveaway when I reach 500 subscribers. I will have questions during the live, and when I reach 450, I'll do the questions again in a premiere. Right now, let's see what palettes are up for grabs this go round. So be sure to share me out to help me get there. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you like it. Hello everyone, I'm Martinez, my name is Itzel, and thank you for joining me and Bex for our collab. So we'll be choosing one brush to do our full face of makeup. What do you think would be a good brush to use? There's so many options. What brush do you think Bex will be using?
Hey girl, for this makeup challenge, this is going to be the brush that I'm going to be using. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, now that we know what brush Bex will be using, what brush do you think I'll be using? This one. So let's get our look started. While we do our entire face, we have questions. So as I'm doing my face, we'll be answering questions. There's 5 questions from Bex and 5 from me. So let's get started. Alright, gonna start with color correcting. I know not everybody does it, but I like to do it. So, yeah. Let's see. Alright. Don't mind me looking down at my mirror. Oh, and yes, I'm gonna use a makeup eraser as my color switch to clean my brush. Alright, I think that's as good as I really need it. So let's clean that off and clean off my hand. I use my hand as my little mixing thing, kind of like, you know how like the painters have, but just it's my hand. Alright, let's get into the first question. How did you know you wanted to start a beauty YouTube? I actually didn't. I knew I wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I wasn't sure which category I would land under. I was leaning towards unboxings, but I don't have a budget for it. So I'm like, okay, well, not unboxings. So it was kind of just doing what I like, and it's makeup, it's skincare, so it ended up being like a beauty lifestyle kind of channel, and I'm happy with how it turned out. and you're like, well, what interested you about being on camera? Um, my other half has a channel, and like I would help him film and record, and sometimes I would be in some of his videos. So that's where the interest really started. Alright. So let's do the rest of the face. And if you're new to my channel, I actually been getting into underpainting, so don't mind me doing like concealer and bronzer and then putting foundation on top. Alright. Getting the nose just right is always hard for me. But what are you gonna do? Okay. So, next question. It's how did you get into makeup and beauty? Well, actually, I was into makeup as a teen, but I kind of fell off of it, just mainly because, you know, I couldn't really afford makeup, but, I was curious about getting a BoxyCharm box, so I came to YouTube and I was watching a bunch of unboxings, and that's when I really got interested in learning more, and I started watching more creators, and I really got sucked into, you know, the community, and like, I entered a giveaway, I won, and then I found more channels, and it went from there. So, I guess BoxyCharm started it for me, because I heard about it, and I was curious, but I, am very much that person that likes to do my research, so it's like I'm not going to just invest without seeing what people get. And a lot of the videos that I were watching were actually not even PR. There were people that bought it themselves, which I think is always good, just to get a more clear idea of what everyone can get, because it seems like most companies send, if there's a variety of stuff, they send their good products to their influencers. So, looking pretty good. Alright. Oops, I forgot to clean it. That's my bad. So, now we go. As you can see, I never did this challenge before, or I would remember to clean my brush. And if you watch me before, you know, like a lot of this I like to do with a sponge. So, yeah. So, pretty interesting. Changing things up. But I think it's good. It's good to, you know, not always do things how you normally do, and just change and adapt and all of that. So, yeah. It looks so funny under my chin. Alright. Question 3. What is your favorite beauty brand and why? Well, my answer has changed over time, and now it's actually Jeffree Star. And it's because now I get to try most of the products, and I love that the eyeshadows are very pigmented. I love that the lipsticks are like nice and smooth, and they just feel great on the lips. And when I say lipsticks, I mean the bullets, because I'm not a bullet person. I hate bullet lipsticks, but Jeffree Stars are the only ones I can actually tolerate for long periods of time. Other ones, like, I'm like, nope, gotta remove it. I don't like it. So, I have yet to actually try the liquid blush. I have one. It's just, I have a lot of stuff. So, it's just trying to, get through everything. So, that, and I'm a little afraid. I hear the pigment's insane. So, yeah. I mean, let me know if you have any Jeffree Star blushes. You got tips and tricks, because I hear one dot goes a long way. So, there's that. And remember, we're gonna put foundation on top, so it's not gonna stay looking like this. So, yeah. Alright, and my iPad had timed out. So, yeah, I like his products because, they work really well. I love pigment. I love lip products that work great and they feel great on the lips, because my lips are very dry. So it's hard for me to use anything that I really like on my lips besides like a lip oil. That just has it, feeling really good. But his products, it feels really nice. It doesn't feel like my lips drying out or anything. So overall, great experience with everything I used from him. The only thing I'll have to say about his skincare that I don't like, because I've used a strawberry cleanser, I don't like the scent. Yeah, so that's like the only thing, is I don't like the scent. And you're like, what do you mean? There's something about it. It smells like strawberry yogurt mixed in with liquor, like vodka or something like that. So that scent isn't for me. So I know a lot of people are like, they don't like too much scent, so it's always hard for me to use it. And what's funny is I'm not one of those people. I actually, my sense of smell isn't sensitive. It's the opposite. Like, it's hard for me to really smell anything. So if I can smell it really well, it means it's really strong. So if you're got that sensitive smell, like everything, you can just smell it better, like you're part wolf or something, yeah, it's not for you. You'll probably gag worse than I do. But that's the only thing, is the scent's not for me, but the product overall, I like it. So I kind of just try not to like really use my nose when I use it. But everything else I've liked. It's just the scent. And I have the milk toner, and it doesn't stink. So yeah, I want to try the lavender like mask. I love lavender. I love the scent, and I'm curious. I hope it doesn't smell like lavender and liquor. But only time will tell, I guess. Alright, I think it's looking pretty good. Alright. gotta clean my hand because it's irritated. So we went through questions 1 through 3. I think I'm gonna do more of my face, and then we'll start with 4. Let's see. Like, sure, browse. I know some people like theirs like all sticking up, but that's not me. I've never liked the bushy brow look, but I know some people do. And that's why my brows are as thin as they are. I got over the bushy brows very quickly, and I overplucked. Don't overpluck, you'll regret it. And I only regret it because it's like there's like so many spots that are sparse, and I wish it had hair growing in there, and it doesn't. I permanently messed up my brows. My one beauty regret. But yeah, oh well. I have enough where they look decent, so that's good, right? Alright, I think that's pretty good. Alright. So, let's put bronzer on top where we placed the other one. Feels like forever, and we're just doing the base. We haven't really gotten started. Alright. I think that's good enough. Alright. Let's pull the questions back up so I don't lose them. Let's go in with some blush, which I'm not good at blush. But we said that. Alright. So we're done with blush. Let's use a little bit of powder up here. Not down that. Sure. Alright. And then highlight. Alright. And then question 4. Let's do question 4 right now. Alright. Who is your favorite YouTuber? Now, I don't want anybody to get offended if I don't choose you, because I love so many different creators, but my favorite one will have to be Erica Conger. And is because it's not just about beauty. She does true crime. She does what she calls her barefaced chronicles, where she doesn't have any makeup and she's just talking to you. And I like that. Like, she did her do's and don'ts for herself, makeup wise, and I like that. I like hearing, why people do something and why they don't, and what works for them and their body, their skin type, and all of that. So, definitely Erica Conger. Let's see. Alright, we got the base. Oh, almost forgot something. Now, this one I'm not doing with a brush because I use my fingers. Like, that's like the one thing. Eyeshadow primer. So, hopefully you don't get too mad and you're like, you're cheating. Okay, there we go. Gotta move everything, and I'm gonna use this palette. Here are the colors. I gotta make sure my brush is clean. This is gonna be so interesting. I think I'm gonna go in with the lightest shade. It's called Positivity. So, question number 5. What song are you currently listening to on repeat? Actually, it's Dura by Daddy Yankee. And I know it's older, but I don't know, I just had an itch to listen to it recently. And something about the way it starts, me gusta mi reggae. Like, I like my reggae. Like, it gets me every time. So, yep. That's the song I'm currently listening to on repeat. So, yeah. What about you? Let me know what song you're listening to on repeat. Okay, I'm gonna give it a little bit more color. And then we get into my questions, the ones that I asked. So that's gonna be fun. Alright. So switching my colors. Oh, what are your top 3 favorite TV shows you never get tired of? Okay, I'm gonna go in with Compassion. Alright, top 3 shows I never get tired of. Alright. I Love Lucy. Number 1, if you couldn't tell. Friends. Number 2. Who will be number 3? Gilmore Girls. So, I Love Lucy, Friends, and Gilmore Girls. As you can tell, I like to laugh, and I love close-knit relationships, if it wasn't obvious by my choices. So, let me know what your top favorite shows are. And if you can't name them, I also have the option to substitute movies and books. So, but for me, those are my shows. And my youngest is named Lucy, and I love saying I love Lucy, because I do. She's a lot to handle, just like Lucy. So, alright, looking good. So we went in with Positivity, Compassion. Let's go with Mammal, which means like love yourself. Alright. What is your favorite activity to do during your favorite season? Okay, my favorite season is spring. So, honestly, I love going for walks and just taking everything in, taking in the nice weather, the flowers blooming, Um, that's what I like to do in the springtime. And of course, I like snapping pictures if I can. If everything looks really pretty, snapping pictures of the scenery. Like, that's what I enjoy in the springtime. What activity do you enjoy during your favorite season? And yes, I was born in the spring, probably why I love it so much. Alright, so on to question number 8. What's your favorite scent? Such a good question. Honestly, it's between two, but if I had to pick one or the other, roses. Definitely roses. And you're like, well, what was the other one? Rain. It was neck and neck. I love them both, but roses. Alright. How's it looking? Pretty good. I'm happy I went with the neutral palette. If I went with something colorful, yeah, it'd be a little bit harder. I think I chose a grape brush. The inner corner and all of that, that's gonna be a little hard. But yeah. Alright, and I kind of want to go under, but I'm like, oh, I'm gonna ruin it. Alright. Oh, this one's good. Number 9. What kind of pet person are you? And it gives examples: cat, dog, bird, fish, horse, lizard, snake, ferret, or something else. Honestly, I feel like I'm more of a cat person. Like, I love dogs, but I feel like I'm more of a cat person. I just like, they kind of like being left alone. And I'm gonna go with true self underneath. This is so hard. And I don't even know if it looks good. I don't even know if you can tell, but I'm not doing it again. Alright. I forgot to get like a glitter primer, so I'm gonna spray my shade and figure out which one I actually want to put. I think I want to go with Que Linda. Like, it can be like how sweet, how cute, how adorable. It just depends on how you say it. Like, if you're talking about a little girl, oh, que linda, like, oh, how sweet, how precious. Kind of poked myself in the eye just then. But I like it. Not the poking in the eye, but like how the colors are coming together. I like it. I think it's coming together really nicely. It's like really pretty, really subtle. Alright, so inner corner and brow bone. Let's start with the brow bone, just because that's easier. And we're going in with Pretty Kind. It's like I'm poking myself in the eye. And I don't like that. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it, but I like it. Alright. We're gonna do lips, and then I'm gonna go off camera to do the rest, but let's get the last question. What is something you'd like to tell someone that's having a bad day? Well, honestly, if you're not having the best day, try not to focus on everything going wrong, and take a deep breath and remember, like, even though right now is hard, it doesn't mean every day is going to be like this, that things get better, and it's just one day in the many days of your life. Because think about it, recently I celebrated my grandmother's 90th birthday. Could you imagine getting to 90 one bad day out of 90 years? It doesn't seem like, that big of a deal. I know right now it just seems like everything is going wrong, nothing's going right, but just try not to dwell on all the bad. Try to focus on the good things, like, let's say you made yourself a coffee, it tasted amazing. Let's say you have really bad anxiety while driving, you got yourself to and from work, and even though you had really bad anxiety, grocery shopping, you did it, you got the groceries, you're okay, you survived. Like, just try to think about what's going right and not focus on what's going wrong, and I think that will help, even out your mood, because it's just a single moment in time when your life is full of moments, of years where the good will outweigh the bad, and just focus on the positive. That's my advice. Alright, let's use my lippy and then we'll be done. Well, done-ish. Alright, I'll be back with my finished look. And you're like, why are you leaving? It's like mascara and eyeliner, and I don't need a brush to do it. And I don't like to do it on camera. So there's that. Alright, I'm back. What do you think of my finished look? And I wasn't gonna do liquid eyeliner, but when I was doing my tight line, which is this eyeliner up here under the lashes, I accidentally got black on my shadows, so I wanted to cover it up. So that's all that happened there. I didn't want a black smudge, and I didn't want to try to smudge it out. I'm like, let me just cover it up. So that's what happened. Let's show you my swatches. They're kind of faded a little, but they're very neutral. So this very top one that's hard to see, that's positivity, and then compassion, and then mammal, down here, true self, and then que linda, and then this one down here, pretty kind. And those are all the colors that I use to create my look. And let's go over everything else I use. Remember, I don't ever tell you guys in order. So my setting spray, bronzer, and blush. I almost said contour, like no. It's Complex Culture, and I got like foundation all over my stuff. So highlight from Glam Light. It's like a champagne color. Fit Me powder. Primer for my face. Eyeshadow primer. iMethod Beauty liquid liners. Elf color corrector mixed in with my, what's the name? My Yensa. So I mix these together to color correct, and then I use my concealer to conceal my stuff. Like, you know, wherever I need concealing. Let's see. Too Faced bronze and stick for my brows in black. Wander Beauty brow gel. Mascara. Lip liner from Ofra. Pat McGrath Lippy. And foundation from Ofra as well. Then these two liners. So we got the black for the tight line and the white for the waterline. And I believe that's everything that I use. Be sure to check out Bex's video and let us know what you think of our looks. Thank you for watching us, and we hope you will subscribe to both of us if you haven't already. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. Bye.